Up with KREM begins now.
Good morning. It is 6 o'clock here on your Thursday, one day closer to the weekend, friends. We're glad you're here with us on Up with KREM. I'm Tim Pham. We also want to say a very happy first day of school to students, parents, families, teachers in the Liberty and Newport School District, both heading back to school this morning. Yeah, kind of nice going back to school on a Thursday, then you just have Friday and then the weekend. Love that. We have Regan Gallo filling in for meteorologist Thomas Patrick. She's got us covered on weather. I'll get you on traffic here in just a minute. But Regan, it's actually going to be a little bit of a cooler day compared to how we started the week.
Yeah, Tim, you know, I am especially excited about today, especially with Pig Out in the Park starting, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, because you're not going to be eating hot food in super hot weather. Right now it's 65 degrees outside. It is a little sticky out. We're going to have a little bit of isolated showers, but it's going to dry up for the rest of the day. And we're going to see about mid 70s to mid 80s for most of the region. And then we're going to see even higher temperatures throughout Labor Day weekend, getting back into those 90s. So it's going to be a beautiful day today for the first day of Pig Out in the Park, the first day of school for some, and then also a beautiful Labor Day weekend.
Here's a live look at the traffic impact this morning from I-90 and Arthur. You can see right now traffic moving great in both directions. We haven't seen any major slowdowns on I-90 or any of our major highways in our area. Pretty typical start here at the 6 o'clock hour. We'll keep a close eye on it, though. We'll let you know if anything changes. If there's any traffic problems, we'll let you know about it first here on Up with KREM. We do have a traffic alert for you. Expect some delays on the north side of the Spokane Arena. Right now, a grind and overlay project is happening along Boone Avenue between Washington Street and Monroe Street. The construction started earlier this week and is expected to wrap up on September 8th. This morning, we are remembering the victims of the Minneapolis school shooting. Last night, community members held a vigil for the two students, 8 and 10-year-olds, who lost their lives and 17 other victims injured. We know at least 7 victims were in critical condition but are expected to survive. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey sharing it was the first week of school for students at Annunciation Catholic School.
I think we've all felt the pain from the families, and we know that as a collective Minneapolis community, what we need to be doing right now is wrapping our arms around them.
Flags in Minnesota are flying at half-staff. The FBI says it's investigating the incident as an act of domestic terrorism. Coming up in about 30 minutes, what we know about the shooter. Happening today, a hearing is scheduled about whether or not images, video, or audio from the Moscow murder should be released to the public. An Idaho judge issued the temporary restraining order earlier this month after the Mogens family attorney sued the city of Moscow over redacted crime scene photos in response to a public records request. Now, the restraining order specifically covers Maddie Mogen's bedroom. However, the city says it will not be releasing photos or videos of any of the victims' bedrooms until further notice.
It was shocking to find them online. And, you know, I would ask any of your viewers to understand and empathize with, if their child was murdered, how would you like to suddenly find the murder scene in front of you when you're just looking at Facebook or, you know, Instagram or watching the news? You know, it's horrific stuff, and it brings everything back, and it's tragic and it's terrible, and it shouldn't have happened.
The judge says the majority of public records were not considered a violation of public privacy, but released body camera footage could violate that privacy. You can watch the live stream of the hearing at 10 a.m. on KREM 2 Plus, download on your TV, and watch for free. This morning, some community members want clarity on what Spokane's newly passed Safe and Welcome ordinance actually protects. At KREM 2, we bring you more to every story. We took a closer look at the ordinance and found it expands city law to protect non-public events held on city property, blocking ICE agents without a warrant. This does not include public celebrations like Tacos y Tequila, which was canceled this year out of fear of ICE raids. City Council spokesperson Lisa Gardner tells us festivals like this could qualify by selling tickets or putting up boundaries and signs designating it as a non-public event.
Not going to be said and forgotten, right? It's going to be challenged even in a minute where something does happen, maybe paperwork is missed, it's going to be challenged whether or not this ordinance is even within the scope of city and state power.
The law is not in effect yet. It's currently waiting on Mayor Lisa Brown's signature. In North Idaho, Kootenai County Sheriff's Office now saying a death in Hayden was not a homicide. Earlier this month, 35-year-old Kenneth Caldero showed up to a house with serious injuries and later died. After an extensive investigation, the sheriff's office says it is not looking for any suspects and there is no threat to the community. We are still working to find out how Caldero got his injuries. Staying in North Idaho, the Hayden City Council has approved a more than $42 million budget for the 2026 fiscal year without any property tax increases. Our news partners at the Coeur d'Alene Press found out during a special meeting, Councillor Ed DePriest proposed a near $69,000 cut from the departments like administration, community development, engineering, and public works to balance the budget without a tax increase. The budget passed with a 3-1 vote. In a matter of hours, the Wall That Heals is having an opening ceremony. The past 2 days, crews have been hard at work setting up the wall. Today at 9:30, the special event will feature veterans from Vietnam as well as a flyover. The wall is free and is open 24/7 for everyone to check out. Tomorrow night, there will be an Agent Orange awareness ceremony starting at 7:30 p.m. The Wall That Heals pays tribute to those who have fallen and serves as a symbol of healing for veterans. Spokane is just one of 31 cities it will be visiting. Labor Day weekend in Spokane means it is time to start eating. Pig Out in the Park returns today with music, fun, and of course, a lot of food. KREM 2's Christian Garza live at Riverfront Park this morning with what we can expect and what we can eat. Right, Christian? Because that's what Pig Out in the Park is all about. And you're trying some fun things this morning, but is it too early to have some of these deep fried things? What do you think?
Yeah, good morning, Tim. You know, it's never too early to have some deep fried things. You know, thankfully, though, I will say for myself and my health, there's no deep fried anything available for us right here early this morning, but there will be later this afternoon when Pig Out in the Park is fully open for the community. I'm here actually with Sarah Bippy. She's the owner of the Bippy booth. Quite the tongue twister there. Good morning, Sarah. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing so good, and I was just letting you know, kind of off camera, that this booth specifically. Can you tell everyone what you do here really quick?
Yeah, we sell a New York style Italian sausage. We top it with our grilled onions, green peppers, and tomatoes.
Yeah, so it's onion, it's sausage, and honestly, this has been permeating throughout the park all morning long, and absolutely delicious smelling. And we actually have some right here. So really quickly, while I stuff my face, Sarah, can you just talk about the sausage and where it comes from and how much you expect to sell these next 5 days?
So it's a locally made sausage. It's a New York style Italian made right here in Spokane. We hope to sell about 1,000 pounds this weekend. So, you know, come down and have some sausage.
Yeah, 1,000 pounds. Okay, here we go. Don't want to burn my mouth. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Give me all the 1,000 pounds, actually. I'll take it all. No, that is absolutely delicious, Sarah.
Awesome. Thank you.
While I chew with my mouth open. Can you just talk a little bit about what else you have here? Because you don't just have the sausage here, you also have other things as well.
That's right. We serve frozen lemonade in various flavors, strawberry, huckleberry, mango.
Right.
We also serve garlic fries with homemade garlic seasoning and minced garlic on top, and chicken strips and french fries.
Okay, so something for everybody here. And what is this right here?
This is a frozen huckleberry lemonade.
Frozen huckleberry lemonade. Oh, it's going to be delicious. Oh my gosh. You know, I found my place here. I'm going to be here. I'm going to enjoy being here throughout the morning. All right. Well, thank you so much, Sarah, for showing us what you guys have. We're going to be showing a little bit more of what Sarah has throughout the morning, so stay tuned. We'll toss it back to you guys there at the station.
Oh my goodness, you can almost smell it, Regan, can't you? Just watching it on the grill. Oh, can't wait. Well, Pig Out in the Park is not the only food event happening this weekend. Soulful Food and Sips is happening this Saturday in downtown Spokane. This is the first time the event is happening. It is celebrating African American culture, food, and music. There will be a wide range of food available from French Creole and Ethiopian to Southern barbecue and soul food. There will also be music and vendors. The event runs Saturday from noon until 7 p.m. along Wall Street near Spokane Falls Boulevard and Post Street.
Like you said, Tim, a lot of good food for the foodies out there in Spokane. So with my latte I have here, I am getting ready for having lunch at 6 in the morning, but that's okay. What we're looking at for today is some light rain in the morning, and that's really going to dry up through the afternoon and especially into tomorrow. We're going to see maybe some isolated thunderstorms, and then the weekend temps for our Labor Day weekend, it's going to be beautiful. We're going to see back in the 90s, so a lot to look forward to ahead.
We want to make sure students across the inland Northwest have the tools they need to succeed. That is why we have our Tools to Schools campaign underway right now. If you want to help out, just text the word school to 509-448-2000. And then we'll send you a link to donate. You can also get prepackaged supplies at Office Depot to donate, or you can make a donation at checkout.